Welcome back to Morning Coffee on the Radio Vision Network. I am Mark Cook, and on the line with me right now is something that's really important for you. We're talking about your health. That's right. It's back to school season. Everybody's getting sick. I know in my own house, my wife was sick all week just by being back for a week. It's crazy what's going on. So, on the line with me right now, I have Dr. Keri Peterson to talk about all of your fall health needs. Good morning, doctor, and welcome to Morning Coffee.
Hi, good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
You're quite welcome. This is important stuff because a lot of the problems that we have, they're preventable, right? And the way we can prevent them is if we have our annual exams. We used to call them physicals, now we call them wellness checks. Why are they so important, doctor?
They are very important because they allow you to be screened for so many different diseases, to get all of the preventative health screening that you need, to get your vaccinations updated, including that flu shot, get all your numbers you need to know, your blood pressure, your cholesterol. And then lastly, it's an opportunity to just talk about what healthy lifestyle changes you need to make based on all the information that you get from the exam and from the blood work.
Yeah, I mean, and it's important because, look, a lot of people, they feel like, all right, well, I feel okay for the most part. I know I haven't been to the doctor in a while, but I'm going to wait until something is wrong and then I'm going to go. Well, no, you don't have to wait until something is wrong. You actually can catch a lot of what could potentially be wrong if you just go get your wellness check on a regular basis.
Absolutely. You don't feel high blood pressure most of the time. And very rarely you may feel it, but for most of the time you don't feel so many diseases as they start very early on. You don't feel high cholesterol very early on. So it is so important to get checked so that you can prevent diseases from happening altogether. And just to be mindful, this week is World Heart Day, and it is an example of just being mindful about the prevention of cardiovascular diseases. So it's important to, this time of week in particular, to just take stock of some of the choices that we're making in our lives. It is so important to exercise regularly. It is so important that if you smoke, that you quit. Eat healthily by minimizing sugars and saturated fats in your diet. And there's so many small changes that you can make in your daily routine. For example, there's a supplement called Cocovia that can really protect your health. There are numerous scientific studies that have shown that the cocoflavonols in the Cocovia can promote healthy blood flow in your body. So that can really help you. And they come as either a capsule or as a powdered stick pack that you can add to coffee or smoothies or food or beverages to just help protect yourself.
Well, and it's also really fun to say, Cocovia.
It is fun to say. It's catchy, right?
It is. I like it. Cocovia. But, it's funny because, last night we were watching our presidential debate, and I think a lot of people across the country felt like they were having heart problems. But, they don't realize that with just a few simple changes and the changes that you talked about, they can really, really go a long way in preventing heart attacks and strokes and cardiovascular disease and all that stuff just by adopting those simple changes you talked about. So it's important that people actually follow that advice.
It's very important to follow prevention, and this time of year is also cold and flu season. So it's an important reminder for prevention to get your flu shot, to make sure that you wash your hands regularly, to make sure that you don't touch your eyes, nose, or mouth so that you prevent yourself from getting sick. But if you do get sick, I just want to also talk to you about things that you can do. So if you get the flu, be sure to call your doctor right away because your doctor can prescribe an antiviral medication that you can take early on to shorten the duration of the course of the flu. And if you get a cold, keep in mind there is no cure for the common cold. Antibiotics do not work. There is something that you can use called cold Eeze lozenges that will shorten the duration of your cold by almost half. They release cold Eeze zinc ions into your mouth, and these will help prevent the cold virus from replicating, which shortens the duration of your cold. And they have a new gummy available that's just available, brand new this season, that tastes great. Your whole family will love it. Keep it in the house, and it also helps prevent multiple symptoms that can treat cough, cold, congestion, help give you a relief of that as well. So these are just things to be mindful of to keep in the house before you get sick.
Yeah, you know what? I had no idea that you were going to bring up Cold Eeze. That's not on my little sheet here. But Cold Eeze is my go-to. Cold Eeze is the greatest. They are the greatest things in the history of the common cold because honestly, there's nothing that shortens my cold faster than those coldies. They taste good, and the zinc. You talked about the zinc. The zinc is the thing in the coldies that makes it so great.
That's exactly right. I mean, basically, I keep them in my office and I keep them at home because at the very first sign of a sore throat, if you start sucking on them, the zinc will inhibit the cold virus from replicating. So the cold is less severe and it's a lot shorter in duration. And there have been a lot of studies to prove that they shorten the clinically that they shorten the duration of your cold by almost half. So they really, really do work. And it's really important that people know that antibiotics do not work for the common cold. So don't go running to your doctor asking for antibiotics. They're not going to do anything. They only treat bacteria.
And we're talking to Dr. Keri Peterson. We're talking about your health. It's a fall time. It's the fall, folks. It's time for you to start thinking about your health again. I mean, back to school is here. Everybody is getting sick. That's what happened. It's like back to school. It's like back to the doctors because everybody has gotten sick. And the problem is that you people out there, you're not going to the doctor, and you need to go even if you feel okay because they're going to be able to help you out with some of this preventative stuff. So, Dr. Peterson, I'm wondering if there's anything other like must-haves. What do I need to keep in the house kind of throughout the fall and winter to make sure that I have everything I need to make sure I'm ready for the cold and flu season?
Well, I think the must-haves are not necessarily what you keep in your house. I want to make sure everyone gets their flu shot. That's very, very important. And really what you need to have in your house is simply soap and water. It's that simple. Because that's all it takes. If you wash your hands regularly I would say wash them to the amount of time it takes to sing happy birthday twice. That is the main way to prevent the spread of colds and germs. And if you don't have access to soap and water, carry with you some hand sanitizer. That's the only other thing that I would keep handy, some hand sanitizer. We talked about the coldies already, but the hand sanitizer can work and it can be portable. You can toss it in your backpack or your purse as well. And really just symptom remedies can be helpful as well. But everything else, I mean, it's really just a matter of prevention. Washing hands and not touching your eyes, nose, and mouth.
Yeah, it's just, it sounds like simple advice, but it is the right advice. And quite frankly, people don't follow it. So they need to. They need to care a little bit more about washing their hands and being a little bit more mindful of that. So Dr. Peterson...
If you do get sick also, remember that you should cough into your elbow, not your hands. Because your hands, you now touch a doorknob, and now you spread your cold to somebody else.
Yeah.
And you're right, Mark, in that people are not necessarily mindful. I see people all the time eating and then picking food out of their teeth with their fingers, and who knows what they touched just before that. So they're now spreading germs. People are not conscious of putting their hands in their mouth.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of a germ guy, so that stuff like really gets me, and I wish that more people were a little bit more mindful of that. Hey, doctor, is there anywhere I can go to get more information about this stuff? Is there a good website or something I should check out?
You can check out cocovia.com, coldies.com, or videopump.tv.
Okay. One more time.
cocovia.com, coldease.com, or videopump.tv, and you can get access to all the information we talked about.
Awesome. I want to thank you so much for spending a few minutes with me this morning. I know it was a little crazy getting connected, but we got it. And I want to, yes. And I want to thank you for spending a few minutes. I hope all my viewers out there, I hope they take your advice and take their health a little bit more seriously.
I do too. Thank you so much for having me. It was great to be on your show.
Oh, you're quite welcome. Thank you. So I got to take a quick break here on Morning Coffee, but I will be right back. So what you have to do is stick around right there, right here on the Radio Vision Network.
Saving your business money is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Tanker Consulting Services, a payment solutions expert, will show you how with a free, detailed, written analysis illustrating your cost savings. We usually uncover savings between 10 and 25%, and sometimes more. We can help your business succeed by providing reliable and secure merchant payment solutions such as merchant services programs, point-of-sale systems, and ATM machines. TCS, one of the leaders in regional credit card processing consulting, offers electronic payments to merchants locally and nationwide through our preferred vendor programs. We work to keep business costs down with a comprehensive suite of quality products, services, and customized credit card processing programs exclusively tailored for your company. TCS is convenient, reliable, and innovative. with customer service available 24/7, 365 days a year. Our in-depth industry knowledge, partnership strategy, and innovative processing solutions allow for a specialized approach to providing merchant bank processing with 100% full fee disclosure. TCS is one-stop shopping for all your merchant services solutions. Our clients save money 100% of the time. Trust Tanker Consulting Services, the knowledgeable, professional, and friendly provider of secure payment services. We set the standard by which others are measured. Call now for a free written analysis. 609-922-0201.